What is good, gamers? It's great to be back with you for the RLCS 2v2 here in OCE. We have the Gremlins run up today, which if you've been paying any attention, you know that we've had the Gremlins run the last 2 days as well. It's good to have the action sort of, getting to a point where the action is actually actioning. You know what I mean? It's fantastic stuff where we actually might have some competition. If you weren't here yesterday, I do have news. Our last game of the day, we won first game, and they went, nah, we're out of here, and forfeited. So hopefully none of that happens today. That would be fantastic. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Verge, Knights, Smarks, how you doing? Welcome in, Slicks with the first as well. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in on the YouTube as well. Well, let's go, Angus and Caleb, indeed. Let me see if we can pull up the bracket. Now, I do have some very good news. We do have a Mr. Hazardprod on Hazard Observing today. Now, some of you might have some comments on what that role actually means, but he is observing. So, if anything in-game goes wrong, we can blame him. How good. What's up, Shirt Big Assists? How are you? Who's going to win? I'm gonna guess these boys are probably going to win. Why is B-Head not playing? I don't know. That's probably a Ask B-Head question. And press H, man. Absolutely. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm shivering. I've got my fan on because, my PC gets upset. In particular, my camera gets upset if I don't have my fan on. But I am cold. So, there's not an easily accessible hoodie or jacket or anything. So, unfortunately, I'm just going to be cold and shaking the entire time. But let's pull up the Swiss stage, shall we? We are in Group A. Let me pull up our screen in just a moment's time when I get it going. Make sure I'm not doing the wrong stuff here when I pull up the screen. I am not. Fantastic. Okay. So, we've got a few teams to look at, but our first matchup is against Wolfcad, which I can kind of guess who's probably going to be on that team, but where are they? There they are. Wolftick and MCAD. First roster, 2 decent players, but realistically, Caleb and Gus should have minimal problems getting through that. That is our first round matchup. We're going to have a look at who else we do have in our group. We do have KK, Surprise, ZS. KK in particular, one that I already know is Keckles and Kraid. Could be an interesting roster to play later on. Some of these are actually, jokes aside, going to be a surprise for me. I'm not too sure who these people what these team names are. I think we're going to learn as we go. Surprise being Evample and Quexby. ZS being, or Z's, I don't know, being Scorchy and Zombie. Not a bad roster either. But overall, looking at these, I think it should be a relatively straightforward day for the Gremlins, Electro and Cornet. MM. Let's have a look at that one. This is me learning for the same time. Mock and Amphis. That could be a roster that does give us some potential problems. To be honest with you, I'm not sure why they're so far down on the screen. I'm pretty sure this is normally ordered in terms of seeding, so I'm not too sure why that's going on. Inner Circle, which, am I wrong in thinking was like a EU team at some point? I'm assuming that's not the actual org, but I'm pretty sure that was a team that was playing in EU or something at some point. B-Head not playing. How many times? Everyone asks me this question. I'm not B-Head's team streamer, no. But no, B-Head is not playing. He's not in the event. How you doing, Aussie? Welcome in. Sorry, not to get angry at you, just in general. I'm just, everyone keeps talking about B-Head. It's like, yep, B-Head's not here. Let's focus on the Gremlins, shall we? Who, of course, as I said, have had a pretty straightforward time getting to this position. It's been pretty smooth sailing by their standards, and by their standards, to be honest, actually, it's probably been rough sailing. They did drop a game in the double elim, which is, interesting. I say that as Gus appears in chat. Haven't seen the bracket until now. Fair enough. But yeah, these are our matchups today. Gremlins should be looking for a quick 3-0. Bro got an updated profile picture and turned toxic. Wait! Chat, hold up. Look at this aura. Wait, I'm going to have to scroll down. Look at that! Brand new image! Let's go! Come on! Yes! Come on! We got a new image. Fantastic stuff on Wikipedia. How good is that? There's me times 2. Lovely stuff. All right, where were we? Let me go back. What are the self-promo on his own stream? How is it self-promo if I'm on my own stream? Like, does that not defeat the purpose? What's up, Demantis? Welcome in. Is B-Head going to be supporting the Gremlins? I don't know. I'd imagine not, considering he's not on a team with either of them. Looks gorgeous. It does look pretty good. Thanks to Ollie for reminding me about that. You know what? I do wonder if that gives Ollie the right to be VIP. I'm not too sure. Probably not. I don't know. You look gorgeous. Anyway, it's kickoff time. So that's fantastic news. Although I'm assuming we're probably not going to be into the action for a little bit here. Okay, bro. What do you mean, yeah, okay, bro? How am I meant to react to that? Let me pull up the start page, shall we? Have a look at this as well. So we can see when people check in, because that's always nice to see. Because we have had some issues checking in recently. There we go. This is actually probably a better view for us at the moment. Gus and Caleb strong duo, not many beating that. I have confidence this is quite possibly the best 2v2 duo in the region. So that's a lot of fun. I have had word that we are joining the game, which is fantastic news. It is really good to hear that, because I really want to watch the gameplay. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, it sounds like, hold up, I think it might be slightly delayed. We might not have kickoff, but we're in. Fantastic news. We are underway. Now, I haven't got the audio on chat yet, because I forgot to do that, because I'm a little bit silly at times. We do have, as I said, we do have Hazard in the observing booth, so it's a little bit of a change up compared to normal. But let me know what that audio is like. That's probably a little bit loud, so let me turn that down momentarily. But hey, we're casual vibes right now. So if anything isn't going fantastic, just let me know and we can change it around. Thanks would be nice. No thanks. Dev top 2/3 of the tourney? Yeah, it's up there. I mean, what we're looking at, probably Kaka, Fiber, and Fever Torsos is the other top 2/3 teams. Gus looking to psycho it, finds it, locates Caleb. He gets a touch of the ceiling, might get a reset underneath, and well, that's going to be just wide of the mark. Let me know, is the audio okay, or is it too loud? Give me a heads up in chat on what the vibes are like. Gus takes a challenge into the corner. Doesn't it look good seeing that Gremlins logo? Sounding good? Louder? I've been told that this, like, the audio looks too loud compared to what people have been complaining about recently. Sounding good, louder. Okay. I mean, does it need to be louder? Can anyone back up what Kong has said? Let me know. But it is good to see that Gremlins logo that I sourced on Google. I think it's good. Okay, good to know. I do like the audio being quite sort of tune with me. It doesn't need to be too much quieter than me. It's fine. Any more is too loud. No louder audio is good. Thank you, everyone, for the heads up. It's a little loud. IMO. Okay, Pegasus. You're the one guy saying it. The Gremlins have looked the business so far, as would be expected. Caleb with a reset over the top, trying to dunk it down. That's a double commit on defense, which in 2v2 is definitely even worse compared to in the 3v3 arena. Gremlins did have an actual logo back in the day. Gremlins had a logo on the Max Formal stream. Look, I'm not convinced if this one is also not the same, as Gus gets a reset, finds the shot, 1-0 to the Gremlins. Fantastic start. MCAT and Wolftick, very little boost between the two of them. Wolftick with nothing the last, couldn't make the save. I'm not even trolling. Anyone think the audio is just right? Why is everyone... I'm very confused. Oh, that's Wolftick, yeah. Who are Caleb and Gus versing? They are versing Wolfcat and... Wolftick and MCAT. That's their team name, Wolfcat. MCAT does take that one low with a challenge. Caleb will play this one up high in the corner. Wolftick been playing as WT for Yonks. Yeah, he has been playing for quite a while as WT. Couple of seasons, I would think. Caleb with a nice catch, gets a second reset. Are they good players? They're not bad players, but they should be beatable. Gus, good challenge. MCAT did well. Caleb with low boost, tries to grab the corner. Does eventually have the 100 to use. Wolftick will chase this one back at a very awkward touch to his back wall. Caleb already up, should get a touch. Does get a reset somehow. And Gus will take on a strike that's sent too wide. MCAT on the counter. Probably put too much pace on that first touch. Couldn't retrieve the second. Gus is there, and it's a 2-0 lead. And it kind of fell into a dangerous position. No one from Wolfcat able to make an impact. You can see MCAT in net with boost, but not able to get the touch away. One's consistent top 8, but both get about 2 to 2.1k in twos. There you go. Guy in the back wall must be a Caleb OCE fan. Interesting. MCAT. That's a nice touch out towards Wolftick. They did combine, but the shot not up to scratch, as that one will be up to scratch. Gus has scored a hat-trick in game 1. He scored plenty of goals across the previous 2 days as well, of course, but out of these two, Gus seemingly the striker of the team. Nice work. Think you were Diamond 6 months back. I don't think Diamond 6 is a thing. MCAT hit the crossbar. Wolftick on the follow-up. Gus does well. Caleb taking over in controlling fashion, as Caleb does. I'm also very thankful these guys aren't in basically the exact same preset as they were yesterday. Caleb with a reset into the center. No money, OMG, Diamond 6 months back. I mean, you've got to just make sure to, you know, let me know. You didn't really do what you had to, as MCAT does exactly what he needs to. Drops it down for a 3-1 scoreline. A comma would be nice in that first message. I will be honest, Oranger. Back within 2. Monty, you just don't know how to read. I assure you, you're probably right. Yeah, that's on you. I thought it was funny. It was a joke. I knew what he meant. Caleb, well, has made a joke out of the defense. 4-1. Drops a couple of water saves. Does Gus. You let Caleb score, and he's going to drop some water saves, I suppose. If you expect grammar on Twitch, mistakes were made. My bad. Diamond 6 isn't real. Diamond 6 can't hurt you. Diamond 6. Okay. Me when I lie. It's just not a lie. Caleb. Will turn on that one. Has boost in the tank. Finds the pack wall. MCAT up. Gus just keeping him honest and actually gets a couple bumps in there. That's going to be a 5-1 game. Gremlins cruising through game 1. Time to revoke the image. No. MCAT, great control. Wolftick. So this is actually, I'm not sure how this works. I assume we get a scoreboard after this game, Mr. Observer, if you're listening. I assume we get a scoreboard after game, and then is that just the whole time? And then what are we doing here? Okay, sweet, fantastic. You can't hear him chat, but we do get a scoreboard, and then you'll get to see my face for a little while there. So that's good. Why aren't you in RLCS? Because okay, because I'm a caster. Why am I on the scoreboard? What are we doing here? Well, Gus and Caleb both up to 600 points in this one. Wolftick, MCAT both at 400. Best scoreboard. I don't know why I'm there. I really don't. But look, it's fantastic to see, isn't it? It's really good. I'm glad that's going on. Anyway, game 2. Shall we get into the action? I think so. I need that scoreboard for Worlds. Can I play with you? I'm currently casting, so probably not. They need to run that scoreboard for RLCS Worlds. Well, Mr. Hazardprod, keep that in mind. Wolftick takes a reset. Might be able to get the second there. Does just manage to force it back. He's absolutely out-muscled the defense on that occasion. And Gus just couldn't do enough. Scoreboard got me feeling some type of way. What do you mean by that? Question mark? Yes. No, I'm casting. I'm not playing the game. Sorry, Twitch chat. YouTube chat's asking if I can play with them right now. So, you know, fantastic stuff. GUS with a reset. I feel like I say that a lot, but these guys do go for a lot of resets. Caleb this time, a double off the back wall. There's Wolftick. Sets himself up nicely. Couldn't pop that one by. Caleb did well. Didn't get the second touch. MCAT on the counterattack. Wolftick looks for the demo. This could be a chance to make it 2-0. It is going to be 2-0. And Wolfcat with an extending goal. Both combining there with the demo, one with the shot. Is this pre-recorded? That is such a YouTube message. This was your chance to bait YouTube into thinking you were Caleb or GUS. I would never do that. And Cat. Considering I have my webcam on the vertical stream on YouTube, that's a good play from Caleb. He's somehow just always consistent with these plays. Gets underneath it, gets the reset, has a run at goal. So difficult to predict exactly where he's going to put the ball. But it's difficult to convince them that I am playing when every once in a while the camera changes. And I take my hands away and readjust my earphones or whatever. It's kind of hard to say that I'm playing when that's the case. That's a good one. Also, chat, I do have the ability to direct our observer. So if you want to see a certain player's POV or something, let me know. We can have a look at that. Fantastic news. As GUS will slow this one down. The first one I've seen is Caleb POV, but it's from Basilito, so I'm not sure about that one. You're funny, I'll follow you in 2 months. Interesting. Crazy, thanks for the follow. Caleb turns on this play. Gets a nice shot, gets the equalizer. And the Gremlins back on level pegging. Wolftick low boost on the back wall. Couldn't cover it. MCAT knew he had to get across. I want to watch Caleb POV. Give us MCAT. Okay. We'll do a Caleb POV. I don't mind a Caleb POV. That's fair. We've seen a few people in chat. Can we not... That's a phrase, chat. I don't know why Hazardprod has to go in chat and type that. Okay. Wow. MCAT. Able to put that one in the goal after GUS makes a massive error on the back wall. Did someone say autocam? Can you press 0 for us? Can we watch? Can we just... Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. This is exactly what we want to see. As GUS, you cannot see him. You can just see the top. Hazard went to type something, but I couldn't see it, so that's unfortunate. If he wants to move the overlay slightly down, maybe we can see. That would actually be kind of content, I can't lie. GUS with a reset. Nice play through the corner. He's doing it! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. All right, now type what you wanted to say. I'm throwing. Caleb is trying to score. He has it. Fantastic. We're back where we're meant to be. I want a POV of magic numbers on the back of your credit card. I don't think that's going to happen. Wolftick. Corner reset. MCAT. At the halfway line. Just puts one on target. GUS with low boost. Makes the stop. Finds a pass out towards Caleb. Looks to get a reset again. Doesn't find it this time. Now GUS. Looks to play time. Doesn't need that flip. Just absolutely fake jumps from it. Now Caleb. Keeps the pressure on for the Gremlins. Down by 1 at the moment. Looking to equalize the game. GUS pops it up. Wolftick plays it into the midfield. MCAT puts it a longer way down. As Caleb takes over. Counter-attacking Rock League at the moment. Nice reset. Wolftick the first to react. GUS will be there. 50 in the tank. Looking to step by MCAT. Couldn't do so. With the pressure mounting now. Gremlins. Well, that might be a chance to break free. Wolftick. Good carry. That's a center ball. MCAT. The first to respond once more. But Caleb in position to deal with that. On that occasion. Good demo. Allows GUS to move on through instead. And now MCAT will play in the corner. That's a double commit from the Gremlins. And again, not looking the sharpest of gameplay from the Gremlins. GUS will grab that corner. Has to make something happen here. Final 60 seconds. That's a demo. Might look for another one. Couldn't quite find it. Still makes MCAD jump. Reset. GUS finds another chance. And it's sent back down line. 50 seconds remaining. And the Gremlins starting to heat up here. GUS puts one on target. MCAD can't do anything about it. And we are tied up. 3 apiece. You normally look at seeing GUS do some sort of ceiling reset, backwall double nonsense like that. But in that moment, the goal was the quickest route to goal. Instead of finding any of the special mechanical plays, MCAD slows it right on down. Wolf tick. That's dangerous. GUS is there. Wolf tick again towards the corner. MCAD back across the face of goal. Caleb missed that one. And it leaves GUS vulnerable in a 1v1 against Wolf tick, who couldn't get by. And GUS puts that into a good spot for Caleb to latch onto. Gets a reset. Caleb couldn't quite find the winner in game 2. On we go. Overtime looming. GUS towards the ceiling. Great touch. Drops down. Challenge on Wolf tick. And he'll take this one out wide. Last chance at 0. Overtime. Very much likely. Caleb has other ideas. Nice play. Wolf tick to the back wall. That should drop down. It doesn't. GUS holds it up at 0. Now passes it and it drops down. A block in the way. Overtime it is. Gremlins cooking up at the moment. Although off the kickoff, they have to be careful. Almost provided a chance from MCAD. Gets to move around the corner. That's a bump. GUS will hit it up high. Wolf tick has boost, has a reset, finds the back wall. That is a fantastic play denied. Can MCAD find the goal? Yes, he can. And we're tied up in the series. You've got to look at that play from Wolf tick. Just absolutely sent GUS. I don't think he trusted the fact he could get that play, but he absolutely could. And we are tied up in the series, 1-1. The Gremlins dropping a game in the Swiss stage in round 1. Just looking across the board, 3 goals for MCAD. Stepping up big time in this one. 7 shots, 4 saves. Gremlins still finding it difficult to seemingly find the back of the goal when they're sending these shots in. They haven't quite been able to make anything go through. 12 shots, 3 goals in the end. Didn't realize they used CJ's face as the Gremlins logo. That's just rude. That is just rude. Well, we're going to have a couple of extra, or potentially a couple of extra games. We're at least going to have 1 extra game than potentially what we expected. As Caleb will open the scoring in game 3. Didn't take too long to make his impact. Saw the fact they dropped that game and didn't take it too kindly. The Gremlins finding a very early lead. GUS. That's awkward. Sends it across his own goal. Caleb will be there. They like this play. Combining out wide. Caleb now taking over. And, well, that's probably, aside from his last goal, one of the simplest he'll score all day. There's a demo and then the chase from GUS making MCAD jump so early. Caleb just had to hit it high. Knew that if he did, there'd be very little chance for the defense to get to. Well, that does make it difficult to see Wolfcat coming back into this one. Caleb. Into the midfield, Wolftick takes over. GUS with a piece of it. Only 40 seconds gone, but 2-0 already to the Gremlins. Might make that 3. Caleb, that is brilliant. But it wasn't capitalized on. Now MCAD looking to find something going the other way. Wolftick bumps his teammate. That'll cause them some trouble getting back. Wolftick towards his own net. GUS is there, and well, 2 errors from Wolfcat here. 1, bumping your teammate, and then 2, putting this into a great position to GUS, for GUS to run onto. And the 3-0 is looking very, very good for the Gremlins. Did you watch Zen and Ito versus Man City? I did not. I had some early morning stuff, so I didn't get to watch EU, unfortunately. GUS. Nice flick. Caleb catches it. Now looks to dunk it down. Wolftick with the save. Had to maneuver around the ball to position himself well, and he did enough. Caleb. Nice control again. GUS will take his time. But I assume Zen and Nato are looking very good. Wolftick. And Demo just opens up the space. I want to see some GUS POV, actually. That's what I want. He's seemingly going for these demos. He's playing a very aggressive game. Let's have a look at what he's up to. Lurk, appreciate the Lurk. Doesn't look like anyone can beat them. I wouldn't be shocked. Man City look like some GC2s against them. Fair. Too good, yeah. Well, that's kind of what I expected. Bit of GUS POV, I don't mind it. You might have a look at the opposition if they start playing well again. No disrespect, but, you know, they did win the previous game. They haven't really looked as though they could repeat that in this one. MCAT. Crowd POV. Hazard, is this possible? It is not possible. Okay, well, that's not good, is it? What's this guy getting paid for? Caleb looks for the master. He does find it. Oh, that would have been spectacular. And Wolftick should score that. Does score that. 3-1 score. I feel like we've seen that a couple of times. Bro Hazard, we give you one simple job. Absolutely. And that time, Caleb doing a lot of work for the opposition. Sends it onto his own back wall. Sets him up nicely. I still have to prep it. That. SMH my head. I agree with that statement. Wolftick. Plays that one into the midfield. But the Gremlins, I mean, they're a team that are very mechanical. We've seen them go for these high mechanical plays. Speaking of MCAD with a double reset, basically sat on the floor. Nice play from GUS. MCAD will be there. Well, we've seen them go for these mechanical plays, and usually they're pretty solid at the back line. Previous game, not so much. This game is working very well in their favor. And GUS gets his second of game 3. Fantastic setup from Caleb. Wolftick diving across. Could have done better. Could have found their corner, but unfortunately, only found a Gremlin. Wait, is someone paying Hazard to press 2 buttons? Yeah, absolutely. He's actually getting paid in exposure for this stream. And some would argue that's far too much. Caleb. Nice play. GUS will take this one all the way back. And to the ceiling now. Caleb out towards the left if he so chooses. Goes solo momentarily with a reset. Pops over the top. That's nice. But it's the crossbar ding. And nothing more. Good play from GUS. MCAT doing enough at the moment for the blue side, although Caleb will have a chance to strike, and that's another one for the Gremlins. Wolftick couldn't get across in time. A powerful effort. Just inside the post. Wolftick was there, but could do nothing about it. I'm more using this as practical worlds. So where's the second POV? We need the crowd cam. I mean, they're definitely going to want to see what the game looks like from the stands at Dickie's Arena. Better see the money overlay for Worlds. I agree with this sentiment. I actually can, but not allowed. I mean, of course you can. But since when have you ever cared what's been allowed or not? So, you know. Well, Wolftick's left that one. I think that might mean they're going to have a 6th goal potentially for the Gremlins. Not to be. That will drop down. Game does go the way of the Gremlins. Which, look, I'm going to be honest with you. It was pretty straightforward again, wasn't it? It absolutely was. Caleb with 3 goals, GUS with 2. More chances in this one. Look at that. 16 shots. 6 saves, which does, you know, it does lead you to wonder where a couple of extra goals went missing. 5 goals for the Gremlins. And, well, Crazy Hazard not risking his world's job for a money stream. I don't think that's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's, like, too much to ask. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't. Like, I don't understand why he wouldn't just do it. Anyway, that's a question for people more important than me, I suppose. Any early shouts for who we want to see from the POV cams? Well, that's not what I wanted to see, but hey, this is interesting. MCAT. Not really a POV, is it? It's a POV, but it's not a player POV. Oh my goodness. What is this? This is so great. He's censoring the gameplay. He's censoring the gameplay. What am I meant to do with this information? That was crazy. Need formal on a Macca's run POV. Interesting. Wolftick. I mean, if there was a clip during that would have been content. I can't lie to you. Wolftick to the sidewall, drops it down. Leaves with low boost. That was me flexing back his mod. Okay. Caleb, crossbar ding again. GUS is up quickly, the first to react. The quickest to react. And the Gremlins have a 1-0 lead. Ban him for the use of backers. Yeah, that's a great point. I am allowed. If Australia finds any bots, we banning Hazard. We banning or we blaming? Because if we find any bots, I think we blame Guru. I'm going to be honest. Like, I think we ban Hazard and we blame Guru. I think that's how it works. MCAT, corner ball, Wolftick strikes with enough pace to make sure GUS couldn't save it. Nice move. Very swift movement from the two of them. A lot of power on that shot. Very difficult to handle in goal. GUS. Good control. Wolf to credit though. MCAT towards the back wall. Caleb in behind it now, catches it. 60 in tank. Wolftick to the center. GUS has Caleb ahead of him. Cuts inside instead. GUS, that is a brilliant one-on-one situation. I mean, forget RLCS 2v2. This looks straight out of RLCS 1s. MCAT couldn't get the save. A nice movement. Caleb was there purely as a distraction. Couldn't manage much more than that. GUS again. Now on a hat-trick, looking to find his third. Looking to find his second hat-trick of the day so far. GUS has some space to work with. Drop down to the ground. Wolftick takes over. Has the 100 to work with. Fakes out one. Couldn't get the flick that he was looking for. Just wanted that delicate touch to pop over the defender. Couldn't find it. Allows Gremlins back into the game. Back into the Wolfcat half. And GUS will try to reload out wide, but Wolftick there first. Caleb cuts it out. Won't get the double himself. MCAT. Back and forth Rocket League right now, but it's from one side to the other rather than from the goal to the other. Now it starts to move back down line more often. GUS with a reset underneath. Wolftick to the sidewall. Looks for the skim. Couldn't quite locate it. And 50 from Caleb. Wolftick did well. Just the 1 goal difference as things stand. Gremlins did lose in game 2. Wary that this could be a proper test for them. Caleb fakes it. Gets demoed. GUS low boost. Has to avoid that demo. MCAD will take this one upstairs. Has a reset. Pops it one time. Flicks over the other. Gets the demo on Caleb. And we are tied up. Fantastic play from MCAD. I thought he tried to get it underneath that one to pop it up, but instead he just hits it towards the goal, gets the demo. Caleb wasn't expecting it, nor was I. We're tied up. Gremlins might be heading towards a potential overtime yet again, as they did in game 2. MCAD down line, low boost. GUS took the mid 100 and Caleb took the corner 100. Now Caleb looks to find GUS. Ran out of boost on the way there. GUS takes over with some in the tank. Nice challenge. Good bumps as well, but Wolftick in position. GUS will be there. Now Caleb follows this one up towards the back wall. Wolftick finds a way away. Just a minute remaining. Infield by Wolftick. Caleb will cut that one out. GUS is low boost, and so doesn't take too many dangers there. Just sends it down long. Caleb from the back wall. Such a natural position for Caleb to be in, but not doing the work that we expect from him in that position, particularly in the 2v2 arena. And he's got more space. That's fantastic. It's a great corner double. MCAD gives them the lead with 33 seconds remaining. It's a massive 50. And then it's a strike that Caleb cannot match. And Wolfcad look to tie up this series and force a game 5 in Series 1 of the afternoon. Wolftick might be able to find that one across. He does. And Gremlins, well, they're left with 25 seconds to find anything in game 4. Otherwise, game 5 is certainly on the cards, which is not expected at the start of the day. GUS will play to the corner. Can they find a way back in? These two players should be able to. Of course they should. But will they? GUS has to go quickly. And the blue side will know that. GUS left it for Caleb. They just need some time remaining. An opportunity in front, and it's GUS to force it home. 4 seconds. There is time. There's a chance to let this ball get up in the air and find something at the death of game 4. What can they do from here? The Gremlins. It's a slight delay. MCAD doesn't want this to stay up, but he's dropped it right onto Caleb's head. There's an opportunity for the Gremlins. Caleb just controls it. Flicks over the top. GUS will try to keep it alive, but he won't get back to that one. It will be a game 5. And we are tied up. Well, I was certainly not expecting this at the start of the day. The Gremlins, a team that look as though they should be, if not the best, amongst the best in the 2v2 OCE arena. You can see the score there. GUS with another hat trick, 795, but across the board, combine the scores, it Wolfcad with a very hefty tally to their names. 2 goals each as well. Very, very good look. Oh, apparently I've clicked away. Hold up. Look at this. What's he doing? What's he doing? Anyway, every time I look away, he changes the perspective. That was certainly an interesting situation there. as the Gremlins do drop that game. They've dropped 2 now. Goes right down to the wire in these matchups in particular. These two teams. It seems like in game 1 and 3, the Gremlins were just simply too good. And in game 2 and 4, well, they've had their troubles to start off the day. GUS, nice control, should score the first, does open the scoring in game 5. And it's a classy little double tap. Wolftick tried to get up for the save, and well, GUS just in too much control on that occasion. 16 seconds played, and Gremlins with a lead, although they have dropped leads. That might be a 2-0 lead. It isn't. GUS reverberating off the crossbar still as he goes again. Caleb into the Octane. Does make those preset changes and looked for another goal there. Gremlins not quite able to make it happen, but Caleb does change presets quite often. Typically, when it indicates that he's not feeling fantastic in the moment. Not a good sign for the Gremlins. The Wolfcat have been putting on a good display so far. GUS to the side wall. Now to the back wall. Has nothing for him to follow up. Wolftick will pop that along. And Caleb takes his time. Baits one in. Flicks it up by 1. Finds a shot towards the net. Here's GUS. Now Wolftick finds a relieving ball out towards MCAD. Cut out very quickly by the Gremlins. You don't get a chance to rest in 2v2. As GUS takes around the corner. Does take the 50 towards Caleb, but Caleb has low boost. Has to stretch across and forces this one back. It'll be GUS to take over from the back wall now. Has a reset. Takes the challenge underneath. Wolftick did well and does well again. MCAD with an opportunity to get around this one. 1v1 situation if he could have gone quick, which the Gremlins were able to deny. Now Wolftick has boost to work with from the corner. Nice movement. Finds the back wall. MCAD looking to tie us up and does so. Wolfcat tie us up. 1 apiece. Caleb just couldn't get enough behind that. And we've seen that on a couple of occasions now. Just too strong in front of goal on the blue side. The 50-50s have proven too physical for the Gremlins to deal with. That might be the one to take the lead. It is. Fantastic. Off the kickoff, MCAD with the power and the precision. In off the crossbar. GUS couldn't stretch to it. Well, you wouldn't imagine this, but in this position, can you see it happening? Is there the belief the Gremlins could lose in round 1 of Swiss? MCAD off the back wall. Had a lot of boost to work with. Gets a reset, gets a double. He won't find the back wall play himself, but it's dropped for Wolftick. It's a massive play from MCAD. And Wolftick benefits off of it. GUS with boost in net can do absolutely nothing. It's 3-1. The Gremlins have half a game to overturn the scoreline. They couldn't overturn a 2-goal deficit in the previous. Can they do it in game 5? GUS looks to control it. Turned on the 1v1 ability previously. Couldn't do so there. Caleb uses a bit of an empty flip. Now Caleb with a chance to center it. GUS is there. Back within 1. Gremlins not going down without a fight. Are you actually live? Yes. Is there a low as in Swiss? No, it's sort of. It's win 3, lose 3. Either way, you get through or you get knocked out, but you play teams with the same record as you. Caleb, that's fancy. That's nice. GUS is there, and we're tied up. Triple elim sorta. Yeah, that's a way to explain it. This is nice from Caleb. Fantastic catch. It would have been phenomenal if he had scored it himself. Two minutes. The Gremlins have clawed back at that scoreline and now look to turn it in their favor. Caleb, nice control. GUS is waiting centrally. Caleb doesn't care. He goes alone now. Wolftick should clear that. It's awkward. MCAT with low boost does try to play it to the corner, and Caleb takes over now, looking for the 50s. Gremlins going in their favor. Now they've absolutely turned it around. And 3-4 the Gremlins' way. They have turned it around. A massive play from Caleb. Couple of 50s, couple of challenges. And it drops right into the lap of GUS, who is in very good form, having scored all 4 in Game 5. His third hat-trick of the series. MCAT around the corner. Does well. Caleb off the back wall will take his time. Has GUS with boost out to his side. GUS, that's a nice play. Gets a reset as well. GUS looks to do it all himself. He does. And the Gremlins had a 2-goal deficit to overturn, and GUS has turned it around so quickly that now Wolfcat have a 2-goal deficit to overturn. Minute remaining. Is there anything left for the blue side? Can Wolftick find something? Challenged by Caleb. I think it's too little too late, realistically. When you have that 2-goal lead, you need to maintain it against these guys. Gremlins might even make it a 3-goal difference now. And GUS has a double hat-trick in Game 5. Well, this has been a clinic in Game 5 from the Gremlins on how to not lose your heads. You're down 3-1. You're stressing. You're wondering. But these guys, that was not the case. They'll get another one. Caleb is finally chimed in Game 5. When do the water saves come out from GUS? That happened at the start of the day. Finally decided to lock in. One day I'm gonna see you commentating for Paris finals. Well, maybe. Who knows? A long way before that. 30 seconds remaining, but I think that will do. Well, that's a shot on target, and Caleb just gets the save. Oh, it feels as though the Gremlins have finally woken up. Good play away. It's a double commit from Wolfcat. I think they have let their heads drop now. Caleb, do they want one more for the road? They might want it. Can they achieve it is a separate question. And no, here's the answer. GG's are called. Gremlins do take Game 5. It was doubtful for some time there. And, well, eventually they get across the line. I mean, look at that scoreboard. GUS with 1,092. Caleb, 846. If you're tuning into the TSM stream the other day, you'll understand the reference. But Wolftick with the passing grade there. GUS and Caleb, not up to the standards of what I set for TSM the other day. So, you know, would have liked to see at 1,100. Not quite coming through for GUS. Very close to it, though. And, okay, that screen's disappeared. I've clicked away. Hands were cold, says GUS. There you go. There's some... There you go. Fantastic stuff. I need Hazard to be telling me what's about to happen. You know what I mean? He doesn't know is what he's saying to me, but sometimes he needs to tell me what he's about to show because I keep clicking away when something important's about to pop up. So I think he can work on that for me. That'd be fantastic. Chat, we're going to run 3 minutes of ads while I yap. We're just going to run... We're gonna run the ads while we yap. You know, it's a bit of a podcast in the break. We're not doing anything fancy. We're just chatting. But so we don't get ads during the next series as well. We are running 3 minutes of ads now for the next hour, so people don't get ads. 3 minutes? Deal with it. I mean, I'm sorry. I've got more subs than I do viewers right now, so, you know, what else am I meant to do? At the end of the day. Caleb, 1 goal from 8 shots. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Wait. Hold up. Let me pull this up. Hands were cold, still are, apparently. So that's interesting. But GUS did a very good job in that series. So, I'm not sure. Interesting. I got a 5-second ad. Hey, as long as it's okay. You know, as long as you're back, it's... Look, honestly, the main reason I run the ads is so people don't get pre-roll when they tune in for the next series. Lemonage! Watch out, Robert. How you doing? Welcome in. I was told you'd be sleeping in a hotel room right now, so I'm surprised to see you here. Let's see. Have we got any updates on who we are playing next? Pool 1. Are we in Pool 1? We are in Pool 1. We're playing against Nerve But Better. Does any comms? Does anyone know who Nerve But Better is? It's Nerve and Laxin. Well, that is a round 2 matchup if I've ever seen one. There you go. That's an interesting one. Hold up. Let me pull it up. Let me hit refresh on that. Not you, Lemonaz. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is him. I'm actually going to be honest. We are waiting on our series to be finalized, but it does look as though the next series has already been confirmed. We will be playing against Nerve But Better, which is Nerve and Laxin. Just woke up. Yeah, the fire alarm went crazy at 12:30, so I had to evacuate the hotel. Haha. Oh, that's very funny. Was there an actual fire, or was it just like a, you know, just a false alarm? Also, I saw that Kong said they scored 3 when he left for water. That's interesting. Can you act like I am doing something academic? My mum is near. No joke. Yeah, so if you look here, Z's against the Good Boys. This is a historic battle. It actually took place, I believe, in... I'm not quite sure. Is anyone in chat? This is actually a good question for chat. Does anyone know where the Battle of Z's versus the Good Boys took place in history? What time, what era, and location? Is anyone... 1905. That's it. Good job. Well done, Jordan. Good job. Anyone else? Anyone got the location for me? Champions Field, Game 7, 1905. There you go. That's good. Yep, Champions Field. In 1905, Z's took on the Good Boys. And on that occasion, it was the Commander Zombie Freak that led them. I've been told to check something. Am I meant to look at this on stream? I'm confused. Hold up. Bear with me, chat. There's gonna be comms when we're like meant to be in a game or something, by the way, Hazza. Why am I watching a 10-minute video? Wait, hang on. Okay, this is historical, I've been told.
Back into a grand final position here through the lower bracket, but standing in their way is, we'll just have to read this one out, the second Anglo-Dutch War of 1665 to 67. Yes, that is the team name of the opponent.
Yeah, this will be far and away the most thrilling and unique name I have ever had to
got caught GG's. I think it's over.
Scene, but I'm hoping to have a fun kick out of it. Again, it's RIB.
Look at the
we just saw them and their opponent
on the overlay.
The Second Anglo-Dutch War of 1655 to 1657.
Oh,
and
65 to 67. Hold on a minute.
I'm done. That's enough for me. I've seen enough. Study up. Oh my goodness. Well, that's something. All right. Our game is upcoming, but we haven't checked in apparently, so that's good news. I say it's good news. It's actually bad news for those who would like this to move quickly. I'm going to be honest. Every stream I've done lately, I've been like kind of ready to, not even ready, but I've just needed to get out of here. Like I've got a gathering to go to after this. So if the boys could lock in, that'd be fantastic. What is okay? Interesting. Yeah. Lemonaz and Hazaprod. What star-studded chat? Oh my god, and it's Guru as well. That brings it down a touch. Can you say chicken? No. Sorry. Hazaprod redeemed first. I don't think that actually happened. Let's spam Kek W in chat. Why are you spamming Kek Dubs? I'm confused. Guys, I'm first. I don't think you are. But if you ain't first, you're last. You just said it? What did I say? I definitely couldn't say it again. Jordan with 3 stream streak. Hashtag blame Guru. I like that. Good job. Fantastic work from you. Can you hear the music? Is it too quiet? It probably could go up a touch, no? Also, chat, unrelated, but we're 5 followers away from the big 2.5k. So thank you, everyone. Appreciate you for clicking the follow button this afternoon, this evening. Guru is the reason OCE doesn't go to major worlds. We are sending someone. You are 2.5k though. We're not actually like, we're not there yet. Technically, Twitch rounds up. So yeah, Twitch rounds up. I do not. I could technically lie and say, I've got 2.5k, but it's at 2,495. Oh, I'm hearing gameplay. I think that's Hazard. It is Hazard. He's playing Dribble Challenge. Chat, hold up. Oh, he's joining his game. Never mind. It's too little too late. I'm not getting to watch this. OCE does go to Worlds? Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Are you casting Group B? This is Group A. I think. Should I unfollow and follow again for a money shout out? No, that's not how it works. OCE does go for Worlds? No, not for 1v1 or 2v2. No, they don't for 1v1 or 2v2, but like, we do go to Worlds. OCE does go to Worlds. Just not for 1v1 and 2v2. Honey, what am I meant to do? You're funny. I'm going to follow you in 1 month, 30 days, and 23 hours. Wow, thanks. Are you casting Group B later? No. What Group B are you talking about? I like how there's a YouTube chatter with TTV in their name. That's throwing me off. I'll unfollow so it's 6 needed because bigger number is better. I don't think that's how it works. Group B, we usually call that a high. What? What have I missed there? What have I missed? Party match. Join party match. Wait. Hazard? Oh, wait, never mind. No, it's not to you. It's to them. Okay, sorry. I was very confused. I was very confused. They invited the others to the party. I was very confused. Group B. Okay. Alright, yep. I see the game. We're ready to go, chat. Well, this is not any easier. I'm gonna be honest. We did just go to Game 5 against Wolftick and MCAT. You give us Laxon and Nerve, and this should be a very mechanical game. Caleb and Laxon playing a lot of games together recently for the New Zealand team in FIFA E, of course. GUS on the ENC roster for Australia. That's a Rule 1 broken by GUS. I mean, that's horrible. That's really bad to see. Own goal spam series. I will be honest. I have seen Laxon play in FIFA E like 3 times. Sorry, no. Yeah, 2 times. And the 2 times he has managed to score an own goal. So, you know. Breaking a Rule 1. Ban them. Instant DQ. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. But what is going to happen is GUS is going to send 132 kph banger to open the scoring here. And Laxon couldn't do too much in the goal. I say too much. He couldn't do absolutely anything in goal for that occasion. Also, I believe Laxon will be streaming. So if you want a Laxon POV, You could probably go there. If you want anyone else POV, let me know in chat. And we can hook you up. As Caleb will take a shot, Laxon with the save. We do have a Laxon POV right now, which is absolutely not necessary. He'll play that one down. Caleb into the midfield. That's a demo from Gus, and Caleb shot without any power. We have Laxon POV. Don't leave, please. I don't. Why do we have a Laxon POV? Laxon has his own stream. Thank you very much. Send Gus to heroic as punishment. Wasn't really a proper rule 1 in the first place. It was a rule 1. What do you mean? Auto cam. Let's go. Caleb has just went past it. What is this POV? Well, Nerve has scored. We're tied up. Why was the camera so zoomed in there? Yeah, well, we're tied up. That was a very interesting goal. Aura. What was that aura, chat? Dude, we can't leave Laxon. Wow. What do you mean we can't leave Laxon? This is not a Laxon team stream. This is a Gremlins team stream. Hello? That's a demo. Just to the graveyard momentarily. Laxon across with an opportunity to pinch that one. Had no boost. Nerve turns away. Now Gus takes over. There's a demo. There's a bump attempted ahead of him. Caleb to Gus. Combination. Great shots. That's a nice move again from the Gremlins. Caleb and Gus just working those bumps and demos. Working the defense. Nerve says peak. Pain meds post-surgery and watching Monty watch Laxon. Hey, we're watching everyone. We're not just watching Laxon. Caleb delays it. Nerve went for the commit. Had to go early. Nerve puts that one towards the net. Caleb will make the save. Gus is waiting for it, but it's too quick from Nerve. And it's 2-2. Well, that is a rough touch from Caleb, who's back in the Fennec, by the way. Half the game gone, we're tied up. Also, I wish there was a way to turn myself down in my ears, but I don't think I can without turning my volume down for everyone, which is very unfortunate. So, that's a rough one for me. Gus. That's on target, is it? Yes, it is. You know what? Gus is very good at scoring hat tricks. He just has a knack for scoring 3 goals in a game. Is it unfortunate, though? It is pretty unfortunate for me to not hear myself. I'd like to be quieter. Why does everyone use this trail? I haven't paid attention. What trail are we talking about? Is it just standard? Laxon. Tight angle shot. Gus will pinch that one down. Nerve the first to it. Trying to look for a psycho potentially. Gets it to the corner. Laxon grabs 100 boost and now has to play defensive, which he does well with. Nice carry. Couldn't find the bump on Gus. And Gus now moves this one into the midfield. If you are on the side of Nerve but better here, you've definitely seen that the Gremlins went to a game 5 and gone, come on, guys. Because this is a very rough game, Series 2 for the day. For both teams, it has to be said. But that one's going to roll in. And Nerve has also got a hat-trick. This observer guy needs to stop typing while observing. I agree. It's this white one, the white trail. I still haven't paid attention, I can't lie. I should probably look at the trail because you keep talking about it. Oh, it's that one. Yeah, I don't know. Caleb. Oh, that is a precise shot. As the Gremlins back into the lead. Nicely done. Good shot, good goal. I mean, there is a world where I just take my earphones out, but then I can't hear Hazard, which is probably ideal if he needed to talk to me. Nerve. With a shot on target again. Gus had to stretch for the save. Gremlins have now shared the goals around ever so slightly. Caleb with one. Can Nerve but better do the same. GUS. Laxon. Just the minute remaining. Gets a reset. Looks for the 50 on Caleb. Couldn't quite get anything going there. We expect to see Laxon scoring plays like that. We expect to see him providing chances at least off of plays like this. Nerve will chase into the corner. 40 seconds to move this down into the other side and find a goal at the end of it. Laxon, he should double that. He does double that, but it's hit the post. It's out. And it's played away from Laxon by Laxon. Nerve but better still scrambling to find another goal. Nerve with a piece of it. Laxon in the corner, taking his time. Takes a 50 low. And GUS, well, he gets that away towards Caleb. That's a demo, but it's their clearance that the Gremlins needed. Caleb and GUS both low boost. Caleb off the respawn. Had the 30 to work with. GUS, good beat. Had speed, had boost, and now it drops down and Gremlins take game one. I do wonder if GUS's hands are cold still. But that is nicely done by the Gremlins. In the end, getting the job done. GUS with another hat trick. Caleb with the winner. 11 shots on either, well, 11 shots to 9 shots, rather, from Nerve but better. Better shooting statistics from the Gremlins, which I suppose you expect when they do win the game. "3v1, I assume you said that when Laxon saved that away. Well, we're back into action. Game 2 now for the Gremlins. Caleb. Nice play. Looks for the challenge. It's going to be Nerve to clear it momentarily. GUS, though, good speed. Turns on and makes it into an opportunity for the Gremlins. Nerve but better. Both trying to get out of half very quickly with low boost. Neither of them able to get back for the stop as the Gremlins give themselves a 1-goal lead. Caleb across the face of goal, and GUS finds a double. Not too sure how much he knew about the second touch here, but he's in the right place at the right time, which is all you can really ask for at the end of the day. Caleb looks to the pass out towards GUS on the side wall. That's a light first touch from GUS. Gets a reset. Goes low. Finds the bottom left corner. A fantastic play from GUS. Just lets Laxon guess the entire time what was about to happen. And by the end of it, he couldn't do too much with it. Now, there is a chance if I do this, I get very quiet on stream. So give me 1 second here. Yes, it does. Fantastic. I'm trying to find a way to make this work. Is Caleb absolutely pops off. The one time I'm looking away, and he gets a play like that. Gremlins make it 4, and Caleb has his pop-off moment. Well, that was pretty impressive. And Gremlins coming out to play in Swiss round 2 after a tough time in Swiss round 1. Have been able to find a little bit more in this one. Haven't had too many troubles to deal with overall. Have been on the front foot more often than not. Laxon. Nice play. GUS, though. Knew exactly what Laxon wanted to do with it. And cut it out well. Caleb across towards the left here. That's a demo. It's not going to lead to too much. Laxon with low boost, though, means GUS can turn onto it. Nice play. Double opportunity. And Nerve out to corner. That's a good touch from Caleb. It's a bump coming through from GUS. He'll grab the corner boost and turn as well. Nerve with some speed to show there. And now to catch it. Laxon looking for the bump. Couldn't find Caleb. GUS instead able to find the demo himself. Caleb with the double. Didn't connect. GUS got a piece. Had to get a piece to get by one. Now a 1v1 situation. GUS with a flick. GUS with a follow. And the Gremlins with the fifth. And GUS's 1v1 ability again on display. Fantastic when he isolates the opposition into one-on-one situations like that. And, well, he just keeps on going. Another play. This time from the kickoff, and he's just outpaced the defense. Half the game gone. 6 goals to the good. Does that mean Gremlins don't want to win this 12-0? I mean, certainly wouldn't be expected, but so far, it has been a very dominant display from the Gremlins. It's a high-scoring game, as is at the halfway mark. Laxon diving onto that one, gets a reset. Now looks for a side wall play. Collects it. You can see the ability he has. And in particular, you put him in 2v2s, and he has even more room to work in. Caleb not quite reading that one. Laxon has a chance to play it off the back wall. Got a reset. Couldn't get back to it. GUS will be there. Might be able to make it 7. Just has to put it on target. He doesn't, but Caleb will with the redirect. And the Gremlins cruising at the moment. A very nice play in the end from Caleb to put that away. Had a open net, but a nice redirect with 119 Ks. A fake kickoff strategy from the Gremlins. Finds the ball to Caleb. He catches it nicely. Didn't get back to it in time. GUS with a very heavy first touch. And now Laxon. Well, he doesn't get the reset either of the times he tried. Nerve takes over. Just puts that one on target. It is a 7-1 game. And Laxon very much trying for the resets. Just couldn't grab either. But it is a Brazil. This is pre-recorded. I promise you it is not. Nerve. Laxon to the corner. Has 90 in tank. Gets by GUS, and Caleb will be back in time. Just collecting the small pads as necessary. Is able to manage to find a play down line. GUS pinches that to his own back wall. And that one's dropped on in from Nerve. That's a rough one from Caleb. Hold winnable. I don't think so. A minute to score 5. Okay, a minute to score 4. Wow. Wow. You may be onto something. This isn't going to happen. Surely not. The Gremlins have looked way too good to let it all slip by now. GUS out to the sidewall. Laxon with a reset. Down to the ground. Nice play and covered well by GUS. Now Caleb, well, that's awkward, and he had to dive back to it. GUS catches a reset. Pops it by Caleb. It jumps. That's dangerous. 30 seconds. Laxon tries to get another one here. If they could score, there's a bit of time. I don't think it's quite going to happen. Double commit. If anything, this does just show good signs for Game 3, potentially from Nerve, but better as Gremlins will make it an 8-3 game. What region is this? This is OCE. .140 kph ground shot. W comes from Hazard. I missed the speed on that one. And also, you can see GUS close to the 1,100 points that I think is sort of the required score. I don't think he's going to get there unless he gets a save, which he doesn't. Nerve halves the deficit. It's a 4-8 scoreline. I'm not too sure if they'll be able to make this one work out for them. Nerve will look for one last play, but as I said, if anything, this just shows a better sign for Game 3 rather than anything else. GUS just not quite getting to that 1,100, which I've been setting as the standard. For some reason, it's the spot I've been setting. I don't know why. It's what I'm setting, but it is what I am setting. So there you go. And I don't know what Hazard is doing, man. I really don't know what he's doing. He gets up to some silly nonsense at times, doesn't he? I don't know what he's doing. Damn, my bad. Why is that your bad? Game 3. For the Gremlins. Be able to find a sweep in round 2 when they absolutely could not in round 1. You'd argue tougher opposition, but maybe the hands are a bit warmer now. Caleb finds the shot, makes it 1-0 for the Gremlins. Again, nice placement on that occasion, setting the Gremlins up well. Caleb will look to extend the margin. Has a reset. It's a good pop. It's a good challenge. Maxon did well to send it wide. And GUS has to retreat. Grabs the mid boost. Nerve dives onto the challenge. GUS into the midfield. And GUS on target. There was a defender trying to block it. But, well, there you go. 2-0 to the Gremlins. Laxon own goal. I don't know if it really... I mean, Caleb makes it 3, though. It wasn't an outright own goal. That's nicely done from Caleb. I mean, that is cheeky to find the perfect placement on that effort. 4 minutes to go, and it's already 3. To be fair, we did see 6 in the opening half of the game. Another 6 were added, but it was amongst the two teams. Nerve to the back wall. Caleb out towards GUS. Looks to go low, challenged by Laxton. Now GUS on target again. That's 4. Gremlins they extend their lead again. It has been a dominant display. Laxton with a very unfortunate touch backwards. The Gremlins looking pretty comfortable. Here's GUS with a reset. Nice catch, good goal. Laxton is absolutely just given up on that play, it feels like. You don't really know where GUS is going. You cannot get across the entire goal in time. He just jumps early. This is RLCS, yes. This is the RLCS 2v2 in OCE. Laxon. GUS sends that one backwards. Nerve not in the position. Laxon jumped early and well. That was almost into his own net. What are we doing here? What is this nonsense? Okay. Gremlins have scored 5 and we're showing some Subway Surfers, I suppose. I mean, look. If the unofficial official OCE broadcasts anything to go by, we should get some Slither Eye on screen at some point. Caleb. Nice play, but he just didn't quite catch the flick there. That would probably look very good with the Subway Surfers on YouTube Shorts. Caleb, good speed. Caleb will play this one all the way back. Half the game gone. 5 goals scored this time from the Gremlins. Last time round, it meant that there was going to be 5 scored between the two teams. Does that happen here? That one is going to sneak on in. 6-0. GUS gets his 4th of Game 3. And it's, again, just a very nice touch in the end just to find a way through. Interesting, where did Subway Surfers come from? That was brought to you courtesy of the Observer Hazard. He just had that one ready to go, which is the craziest part to me. Laxon with a reset. Bring it back. They're asking for more Subway Surfers. Hazard. Caleb. Got a skim. It's a backwall play. GUS is there! It's 7. I don't know why I got so hype. It's already 7-0, but I mean, you know. It's a fantastic skim from Caleb on the center ball. It's a nice play. That's the reason we get hype. And we've got Minecraft Parkour as requested up on screen. Oh my goodness. Can we not put this on the other side so we can see the Gremlins boost? I feel like that makes more sense. GUS makes it 8. Well, we're on course, thank you. We're on course to make it a 10-goal game. Oh my goodness. Put it in the middle? No, thank you. Do not put it in the middle. Can we have Family Guy? I think that might cause some problems. Laxon. He'll get one back. Okay, now we have picture-in-picture. It's just ever so slightly delayed. Fantastic stuff. And now we can't see the chat. Okay, there we go. They're just no probleming and nice ones and thanks and stuff. I need funny moments. How did Blue get in match? Where did Minecraft come from? Can we get Family Guy clips next? No, I don't think so. Caleb. Corner double set up. Laxon clears. Picture-in-picture, please. No, thank you. Caleb. It's a reset. Ground pinch that also took a deflection via Laxon. Here's Nerve. Well, that should be it. Put Minecraft Parkour back on, please. I think right now that's the... I would rather see that than an open net miss like that. Oh my. Laxon gets a little plan B there. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's not a 10-goal game. It should absolutely be a 10-goal game. It might be now. Caleb finding GUS. It was a pre-jump. GUS! The ding off the side post. And he couldn't get around that one too much, so it's sent all the way back. Caleb retreating into his own corner. Now across. Unwatchable without Minecraft. GUS. Why are we typing in chat? What are we doing here, Caleb? Has a double, and he's missed it. Okay, it's just not a 10-goal game. Okay, we just have a zoomed-in view of the chat. That's really good to see. This is really good. This is entertaining. Thanks for that. Gremlins win the series. I don't know what that was. I don't know what this is. Hazard is having too much fun. Hazard is having way too much fun. Gus with 922 points that time, 6 goals. He's got another double hat trick. He's done that twice. 2027 RLCS production gonna be lit. If he was allowed to do this on the men's stream, can you imagine? What is this? I don't know what's going on anymore. What is going on? Oh, this would be great if you could. This would be great if you could hear the Rocket League audio, the songs going on that I've got in my ears. Oh my goodness. I'm giving up. Who the hell is doing this? It's Azaprod. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on anymore. Chat, I think I'm going to take a quick break because I got to go to the toilet low key. Let me see if I can find a stream to watch. Is anyone live? Is there any live streams to watch? Otherwise, Haz is going to play something for us to watch. You know what? That's what we're doing. Hold up. Wait, Haz, I'm gonna unmute you. You can talk to chat while I go to the toilet. This sounds like a good idea. Let me pull up your stream again. Yeah, this is fantastic. Hold up. Let me get Discord in here. All right, talk.
Talk?
Yep, there you go.
Yo?
All right, hold up.
No.
Gameplay. All right, I'm going to the toilet. I'll be back. So why do you like maintain more viewers than I do when I'm streaming my gameplay? Alright. Yeah, I wonder. You're playing on a RLCS 2v2 stream. This man has no mic? What? You've had a mic on. You haven't had a mic the entire time. You haven't had a mic the entire time. This is crazy. What? What? No, what? No, you haven't. You haven't. I set it up and you've been muted the whole time. No. Hold up.
Studio mode.
No, I think I set it up on like the caster screen or something.
Oh.
Okay, now you could be heard.
Nice. Hi guys. I was actually talking to chat the whole time.
Oh,
I thought
no.
the message is about me being muted for trolls. Because I figured Monty would set up the stream correctly.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's not my job.
Yeah.
I'm just a streamer.
There's no way I can think about
YouTube is saying they still can't hear you, but like it's YouTube, so I don't know.
that. Yeah, that's
Don't worry, we assumed it was Monty's fault. Okay.
I actually thought I was just getting trolled. I think I read the message out loud. I was like, "How's that? We can't hear you," or something. And I was like, "Yeah, this is." I'm getting.
So can we see Minecraft now? Like, can you put Minecraft over this?
Over this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like, put it over the
boring
right side.
stuff, right?
Yeah, like the Minecraft parkour. Like,
I
put
need
it
to
on the right
reopen
side.
the tab. I had that wasn't even like a video that I had. I had it on YouTube. Yeah.
Interesting. I said that. I did say that. I did see that you said
Do you
that
want to do a freestyle 1v1 Money Host?
on OCE servers.
Yeah, mate. I can host RLCS lobbies.
Hang
Get
on.
an RLCS OCE server.
I need to go back to my screen so I can close
How
out
was
of
that
the
too hard?
screen. And yes, let's do it.
Nice.
Okay, let me put OBS over on my other screen. Let me F11 out of that. Let me open the game. When are you going to collab with GZ? We've done stuff with GZ. Well, I've done stuff with GZ in the past. We've both done stuff with GZ in the past.
Jackson OCE _ subscribe for 29 months. I thanked him, but I was muted.
Oh,
so...
Jackson. That's my goat right there. How you doing?
Yeah, well.
All right. Invite me to your party.
Okay.
This is weird. I'm clicking on the gameplay screen, and it's
Yeah.
it's not my
Oh,
gameplay.
I don't think I have you.
What?
What's your epic? No, not on this account. This
Oh,
is
it's
my
OCE.
production account. Onios.
Onios. So you on the old YouTube Shorts doom scroll? Hey, helps. Doing the job that it's meant
You've been
to.
invited.
All right, I've accepted.
Nice. That's Gus. He's already in my party.
Yep. Wait, can you create lobby if they're the
Oh, I
leader?
can't create.
Wait.
Yo, guys, do you mind making
This is so dumb.
an unlimited?
Wait, we've run out of
boost
time.
lobbies so me and Money can free.
I think we're out of time anyway.
Are we out of time?
That's what Ollie said.
Money is here. Bully him?
What? Have we actually run out of time? Up shortly? Ah, never mind.
Ah,
Okay, never mind. All right, closing the game.
Money, you suck.
What?
And the game closed. I bullied him. We
Okay.
did it, chat.
Chat, keep that
Am I
there.
getting
Let
banished
me open that again. Keep that there. Look at these messages. Money is here, bully him. Money, you suck.
said-
Money joined the party. Money is here, bully
Yeah?
him. Money, you suck. Money left the
That's
party.
screenshot worthy. That's
Oh,
screenshot worthy. I took a screenshot.
that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Top take Quexby is 2-0. Wait, what? I should actually bring up the thing, shouldn't I? How's the bracket going? Here we go.
Mute my game. There you go. So you don't have to hear it.
I'll consider it. I don't think he can be heard on this page, so Elbozo. All right. Monty OCE, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. I did just get bullied, though. So that's not fun. Who's those guys talking? One of them's me. One of them's producer Hazard. And by producer, I mean observer Hazard today. Figured I should stop by. Appreciate it, Jackson. Appreciate the sub as well. Yeah, I didn't see that. I was busy. Let's have a look. And I've been banished. GG, Mummy OCE. Okay. All right, where are we at? Davos Mock and Amphis. Hey, that's kind of a W match. That's a bit of content. I don't mind it. Let me open the disc. Have a look. Gremlins against MM. Yes. I would imagine, because of these guys being who they are, they've called themselves MM because they are Monkey Moon stands. Just as a little insight into their mind. So, yeah. Keo, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome in. Hakari, thanks for the follow as well. I missed that one. Appreciate it. We miss you already. You guys didn't talk to Hazard when he was here. What are you talking about? Because he was definitely here for a really long time. He was here for so long. Back to the caster screen. Chat, we got drops active as well, by the way. To be fair, Amphis put Monkey Moon and S tier on stream. Did the man get a top 2 out of nowhere? Yeah, look, Amphis is like a pretty big Monkey Moon stan. Is Amphis or Mock streaming their run? Because that is content for them. Amphis should absolutely be streaming his run. Why isn't he? What is Amphis doing, man? He's throwing. He's actually throwing. That's troll from Amphis.
The game's ready.
The game is ready, chat. We are ready to go into the action. If I can wait for this to disappear. Okay, I can't wait for this to disappear. I don't know why the thing's not disappearing. I'm scared to press anything on stream right now.
Go.
But the thing's not disappearing.
Double click.
I'm not clicking anything while I'm on the screen. Chat, give me 2 seconds here. Okay, we're all good. Don't worry. Sorry, I had to do that. Is there anything I need to be doing for drops nowadays? Just watch, and then connect your account. Those are the 2 things, pretty much. Amphis is rocking a preset which looks kind of old school. Amphis, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it is, but it looks kind of old school by his standards. That's a nice play mock onto the back wall. Looks for the reset. Going to be a center. Caleb missed it. Gus will play that one up. Caleb now has a chance to flick that on. Exist. Can't be too hard, right? Yeah, pretty much. What's up, Dry Hard? Welcome in. Hazard and Monty swap roles surely. Wait, I did realize that if Hazard, like, I've just got Hazard unmuted, so if he was to tell me something, he's just talking to, to everyone. Yeah. There you go.
Hey guys.
So from now on, just do what you normally do, right? Stay quiet. And if I ask you anything and you can like respond, all right? If we're not swapping roles though, Con. Here's Caleb. Amphis takes over. This should be a tougher match. Realistically, Caleb and Gus should be overall comfortable. I think it is a difficult match. They've only played interesting matches so far. I mean, obviously they go to game 5 in round 1. And then they sweep Lax and then Nerve, which probably, out of those 2 matches, out of those 2 series, out of Wolftick and MCAD or Laxton and Nerve, you would have expected it to be the Laxton and Nerve team that goes to 5. If out of all of these teams, maybe Mock and Amphis, you could see take a game or 2 as well. Caleb across to Gus. Now Amphis takes over to the back wall play. Would like to see a couple of pop-off moments from Amphis. It would be a bit of a throwback. Mock will make the save. One of the first team streams I ever did was Ground Zero when Amphis was on that roster. That's a nice flick from Amphis. Now Gus to the side wall. Pretty much covered the entirety of that Ground Zero roster with Express, Torsos, and Amphis. Amphis once scored a very good goal on my stream twice, back-to-back, and then posted it on Twitter. And look, that's a nice play from Amphis. He gets a quarter double. He's good at those. And it was the worst microphone you've ever heard. So it was very unfortunate that was the case. And now I'm the only person in the world rocking the GZ goal explosion still. I mean, to be fair, the RLCS X Ground Zero roster did not have one. Here's Gus with a reset. Doesn't get the second. Caleb will play this off the side wall. Mock just absolutely dunks him there. Says, you shall not pass. I'm going the other way. Amphis now with the challenge. It'll be Caleb to take over. 70 in the tank. Flicked it up. Didn't really make too much of it. Might still be able to make some impact as Gus looks for a bump. Doesn't find it. Caleb will play to the corner. There's Gus picked up the 100. And now controls it. Drops into the center. Caleb with a strike and denied by Amphis on low boost. Gus. Good first touch. You can see he wants that reset and he finds it. He finds the back wall as well. It sets up Caleb on the shots. The placement not good enough, but it still bounces into the path of Gus, who hadn't quite rotated out. And due to that bump from Amphis, well, not bump from Amphis, but the fact that Amphis was sat in front of Gus and he couldn't get by, Gus is in the right position at the right time. Chat, anyone feeling any particular POVs for the final minute? As Gus will get, well, Gus makes it 2-1 to the Gremlins. It's a nice play overall from Gus. Mock just missing it and Amphis not really able to read it. Has a POV. I don't think that's possible, unfortunately. You know what? Give us an Amphis POV, Mr. Producer, Observer, Hazard Man. Thank you. I was talking about this guy. We may as well get an Amphis POV and, you know, if he scores something crazy, he can go on his TikTok and he can credit me. How good. Gus sends that into the sidewall. Caleb had it ready with a reset. Goes low now. Gus into the corner. Can he find a corner double like Amphis scored earlier? Well, somewhat. Not exactly the same, but he has managed to score the goal there, Gus. And the Gremlins, a 3-1 lead now. 35 seconds remaining. And the Gremlins in a very comfortable position right now. POV of Monty. Yeah, that's not happening. At least they coming back now. Who's they coming back now? Gremlins have pretty well been in the lead for a majority of the game so far. Laxon POV, you're a series too late for that one, my friend. Amphis finds Mock. And back wall set up. Caleb has absolutely none of it. That's a good demo from Gus. Caleb gets by. Thank you to Gus for that bump. And Caleb will flick that high. Mock does well to get a piece of it. Does get a second touch, which was absolutely critical to getting it away, but they've run out of time. Maybe one for the road. No, Gus puts that off target. Game one does go the way of the Gremlins. And in the end, it was pretty comfortable. Hard fought at the first half of the game. After the first half, it felt as though it was pretty simple and straightforward for the Gremlins. Gus with a cheeky 556 points. 3 goals again. It seems customary that Gus gets a hat-trick in at least every game that he seems to win is the case. You can see Caleb getting a couple of assists as well. Not all of the goals assisted, but most of them are. 4 saves to do across for Mock and Amphis getting 4. Gremlins getting 2 across the board. Monkey Moon versus Gremlins, yes. That is the case. I'm so lost. Are Surge Esports not playing? Basilito was here earlier. I don't know, brother. I don't know. Game 2. Can the Gremlins continue on? What is this? He's green screened. And it's also, you cannot hear the game anymore. I don't know what's going on there. But what? Why is he green screening my face? Why is he green screening my face? What is this? What? That is so bad. That is horrendous. This is horrible. It doesn't even work because you can only see the bottom half of my face. What is this? I don't want to be here anymore. He's missed the open net. GUS has missed the open net on Monty's field. Oh, okay. Now we're on Mansfield. Amphis might have just owned gold. Mock will make the save. I can't believe this. This is horrendous. What? Bro, what is this? Don't ask me, man. I have no idea. Mock to the corner. It's going to be GUS with a shot that wasn't really testing. Mock might just want to play this forward for Amphis. Although Amphis playing forward is probably cost them here. He gets back in time. Couldn't focus on the game. Absolutely, I agree. I could not focus on the game either. GUS turns, fakes. Looks to take the 50 on from Amphis. Caleb will be there out to the sidewall. GUS will turn again. Gets a reset. Takes his time with it. Wants another. Finds it. GUS goes low and, well, a save should have come through. But GUS gets a double reset. And he just floats in the air, GUS. I think Mock expected him to get a better touch on the second there, which was a bit of a concern. I don't like this. That is so subtle. That is so ridiculously subtle. Oh my goodness, I might sound like I'm going crazy. GUS with the reset again. Pop over the top, finds a bump, and now Caleb on the follow-up. Makes it 2 for the Gremlins. Can we get Monsfield on the RLCS rotation? I don't know. That's a question to pose to people higher up than me. Every time I see some green, I'm looking to make sure if I'm on the green screen again. Here's GUS. Takes this one up high with another reset. He has looked so clinical. He's looked so dangerous! And he used the opposition as a back wall. Look at this one. Amphis goes up, lands there, drops it down, and GUS says, thank you very much. We've got 3. Epic Games thought. Good question. Dunk, thanks for the follow as well. I missed that. GUS gets a reset. Takes a challenge on Amphis. Caleb will look for the side wall play. 40 in the tank. Mock sends it down to the midfield. Amphis has boost to work with. Might be able to take a 50. Not quite. And now Caleb again. Nice play. GUS will be around it. Mock was there first. No boost to use. Amphis back to Mock. Amphis will play this one into the midfield as well. Looks for a musty. Didn't really get the chance to unleash. GUS grabs the midfield full and takes a 50. Caleb with 30. Just takes a tight angle shot. Forces Amphis across for the save. Mock with a little bit of boost. Beaten out by GUS. Corner ball. Corner double. Attempted. Not hit. But Caleb on the follow-up. Has a 4th for the Gremlins. Can we... Why? What is this? What is that? I don't like it. Producer Hazard is having... I say producer. He's just the observer. He's getting given too much credit for today. He's having too much fun with this. Apparently, the whole idea, as that could be a 5th. It is a 5th. GUS with a hat trick again. He's practicing for Worlds. I don't know how this is practice for Worlds. Ourselves an over. I don't know how, by any stretch of the imagination, this is practice. Caleb plays it across. Amphis will be up. Mock. Now Caleb again. Cannot do crowd cam, but can do money field. Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to see this at Worlds. Yeah, I have faith this is happening at Worlds. I really believe that this is happening at Worlds as Caleb. He's got a hat trick himself now. How is the ball being green screened is my question. Because the ball isn't green. What's going on? They are the same rank, right? Gus and Caleb are just a very good 2v2 unit. Amphis across to Mock. Mock and Amphis might be some good players, but Gus and Caleb just know what they are doing. Particularly, I mean, look, these guys are quite possibly some of the most versatile players in OCE in terms of 3v3, 2v2, and 1v1. Caleb is certainly up there, if not the best in the 1v1 arena for OCE. Gus is, you'd imagine, not too far off. As Gus gets another one here. 7-0 for the Gremlins. Minute to go in game 2. These guys are a very good team. Caleb gets a reset again. Might be able to make it 8. Does make it 8. Nicely done. Why is the ad timer here? I thought you were in 3 minutes. I did, but I might have ran them too early. Unfortunately. Another fake kickoff from the Gremlins. Mock. Drop down. Amphis finds a back wall play. It would be nice to see them score at some point. As Mock looks for a reset, doesn't collect it. 30 seconds to go, and it's the 8-0 scoreline. Still Amphis looking to be a little bit cheeky with that one. Doesn't quite connect. And Gremlins, well, they have yet another one. Why? Why am I seeing my face every time they score? I didn't sign up for this. Mercy rule question mark. To be fair, there is a mercy rule in 1v1s. I haven't heard of anything similar in the 2v2s. I assume it's not a thing. You actively did sign up for this. I did it! I didn't think this was going to happen in particular, as that drops down. What is this dude doing? Why is he having so much fun with this nonsense? Okay. Okay. 895 from Gus. It's 5 goals from Caleb, 4 from Gus. I'm getting off that screen. You're not seeing that screen anymore. It's done. No more. I can't believe. I can't believe that's a thing. I'm being jump scared. Someone help. Talk to Observer Hazard. He's having way too much fun with this. Like way too much. He's put up. I mean, I need to show this in a second, but look at this nonsense. I can't. I just. Also, yes, can't FF games in 2s. There you go.
Go back to it. Go back to it.
Why am I looking at this? Okay, right, interesting. Yeah, that was cold. That was cold. Is Hazard getting fired from the Monty OCE stream? He very well could be. Amphis with the redirect. That's on target. Caleb makes the same W transition. Caleb with a reset off the ceiling. That's a powerful musty, and it's a banger from the back wall That is simply ridiculous. From Caleb. Bang! Oh my goodness gracious. And I'm so glad that Hazard didn't ruin that with a green screen on the replay, because that's... Oh, let me tell you, that's going on TikTok. Oh my goodness. Okay, and now we're back to it. Fantastic. Oh, Gus in the corner. Here's Mock to the ceiling. Double tap to the back wall. Now Amphis on the follow-up. That's wide on the mark. He can get back to it, though, Amphis. Has the infield towards Mock. It's a nice play. It's a good demo, but it's Caleb that's come away with the open net. And it's 2 to the Gremlins. And in Game 3, they are really cooking up. We've seen the goals they score all the time. But in Game 3, Caleb has come out with a point to prove in the opening minute. And can they do it again? Gus. Caleb already up. Double opportunity. Amphis clears it. Gus with a reset. That is cheeky from Gus. I do not mind it one bit from the Gremlins. They are having fun out there, as you would expect to see, against a couple of the teams you'd expect to be in that top 8, top 6, even top 4, potentially. They're doing it against the best. Mock. Towards Amphis, a double commit from the Gremlins. Gus wanted the psycho. Amphis said no. Here's Caleb now. Good speed. Mock to the sidewall. Good second touch. Wants to get back to it. Gus will play this to the center. Caleb takes over. Might be able to find a dunk down. Amphis did well with it. And Mock gets it his way. Caleb misread that play. Here's Mock. Now it's Gus. Takes low. Caleb went early. Amphis went early. Gus was the only one that didn't commit to a play there. Now Amphis. Good save from Gus. Mock just couldn't really get around the play. It's Caleb again. And Gus has boost. And Gus has a shot. It's wide. Amphis with a skim. Now Caleb with a 50. Caleb gets a reset. Pops up. Looks for the bump. Doesn't find it. Gus will play this one all the way back. Amphis has his boost stolen. Nice challenge. Caleb. Gus looks to skim it in. He doesn't need to. Caleb has his fourth. Well, has the fourth of Gremlins. Has his third of Game 3. And thanks for the follow, Murphy. That is officially 2,500. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and clicking the follow button. I appreciate you all. Half the game gone. Gremlins 4-0 up. By previous games, that means that at the end of the game, there'll have been 8 goals that have been scored, and I think Amphis may have put that in his own net there. Unfollowing. Ha ha ha, you are so funny. That is very classy from Caleb. But was it an own goal? Yes, it was. What? Five goals. Gremlins still plenty of time to keep on scoring. Amphis tries to delay that one. Did they score? Did the opposition score in Game 1? I believe they did, right? Because otherwise, they haven't scored in 2 games. Like, they didn't score in the previous. They haven't scored in Game 3. Surely they did score in Game 1, right? I'm not being crazy for that. Thanks for the couple of follows. Appreciate you coming in. Mock. He just didn't get the reset there. It would have been a pretty good play if he had. Gus. Oh, that is crazy. Can he get back to it? No, Mock just denies a potential TikTok clip. Very disappointed. He should have more content brain than that. Mock with a reset. Oh, he's popped that one in. Well, he's got one back for the Monkey Moon fan club, which is what I've nicknamed them. I don't know if that's even the idea behind the name, but I'm sure it is. But they have scored a goal. The Gremlins, if they score 2 more, you get the Brazil, but of course you also get the scoreline that I'm saying, which is 4 goals scored by halftime. You get another 4 by the end. Game 1 was 3-1. There you go. So, Amphis and Mock have managed to score 2 goals across this series, make it 3 goals across this series. And, well, I'm not saying it's over, but, you know, I'm not saying it's over. I'm not saying it's not over. I'm very much sitting on the fence right now. I'm going to be honest with you. By the standards that the Gremlins have set, this should be simple. This should be straightforward, but there is every bit of possibility that they do not win from here. That's a bump. Amphis has the crossbar and he has the goal. And well, maybe a comeback is on. 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining. 2 goals the difference. Can the Gremlins hold on? Ad is about to start. I'm going to hit snooze on that for chat. You're welcome. Caleb. Nice play, great carry, and well, extends that lead again. They are just so good. Caleb, fantastic catch. 2 defenders up. Neither could get anywhere near making a stop. And I think that probably puts it out of range. 3 goals in a minute. Absolutely possible. Pretty sure we saw it at the major recently. I don't know if we'll see it here. Amphis with a play into the midfield. Caleb cuts it out and gets it a double towards his own net. Not on target, but it was in the direction. Mock across to Amphis. It's a quad commit. Everyone in the lobby went for that one, and it opens up the other way. Gremlins make it a 7-3 game with 28 seconds remaining. I think that one all but secures the victory for the Gremlins. They started the day with a Game 5 in arguably the easiest match they had today. And ever since then, it has been smooth sailing against better and better opposition. They took down Nerve and Laxton in round 2. They're taking down Amphis and Mock in round 3 and cementing them a spot in the GSL stage next weekend. And I just do not see a team stopping this Gremlins run. Potentially there's teams out there. But so far from what we've seen, the Gremlins are simply in form. And I think that shows just how good they are. Caleb finally breaking that 1100 score mark that I've been oh so desperate to see. Almost going to 12 there. But it's 5 goals from Caleb, 2 from GUS in the final game of the day. A couple assists either way. They had 10 shots. They scored 7 goals. Mock and Amphis not really able to find anything in either of those, well, any of those 3 games. 4 goals across 3 matches wasn't enough when Gremlins were scoring so many across each game. And that will do for the Swiss stage. The Gremlins get the job done. And I'm going to be very honest. I'm quickly out of here, so I got to find someone to raid into. I guess I can raid into Lax, and that makes sense. But chat, it has been a privilege to bring you the action this weekend. It has been a fantastic time. Thank you to Mr. Hazardprod as well, as he took the reins for whatever that was on screen today. And he gives himself a round of applause, chat. It has been fantastic. Go give Laxon some love. They're continuing their run. Thanks to us knocking them out. I appreciate you all tuning in. I hope you've had an enjoyable time. And we will be back for the GSL stage, of course, for the Gremlins. And maybe a potential special guest or 2 as well to make an appearance on that stream. Keep an eye out. We'll see what we can do in terms of a official mainstream. There might be, there might not be. We'll see what happens. But there will be, I'm sure, maybe something. And that's a 100% potentially guarantee. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time. Have a great rest of your weekend for the time remaining.